Extreme Foolishness TV here. This is where I talk about extreme foolishness that goes on around you. Thank you guys for always watching my videos. For those who support, appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. This video is late, but better late than never. I will be reacting to the split between Meagan Good and her husband, Devon Franklin. I'll be talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Since her name is Meagan Good, let's talk about the good first. Well, as you guys know, Devon Franklin filed for divorce from Meagan Good after 9 years. Preacher Devon Franklin, the man of God, also a producer. I think he produces movies too. Anyway, he said he's done. So the good is that it looks like this divorce is not going to be a bitter divorce. It looks like it's going to be an amicable divorce because they are both on the same page. Literally. Let's look at the Instagram of Devon Franklin. Look at his IG. He's posted picture of him and Meagan. Same picture of him and Meagan too on Meagan Good's IG. So they are on the same page. That is good. I would say there's no need for couples to fight each other if you're going your separate ways. There's no need to do it. Spending all that money on attorney's fees, this could be an uncontested divorce. Bam, you're done. 30, 40, 50, 60 days. You're done. That's the good part. It looks like they're not fighting. They're on the same page. Hopefully, things may take a turn for the worse. So, this is what he said. After much prayer and consideration, we have decided to go into our futures separately but forever connected. We celebrate almost a decade of marriage together and a love that is eternal. There's no one at fault. We believe this is the next best chapter in the evolution of our love. We are incredibly grateful for the life-changing years we've spent together as husband and wife. We are also extremely thankful to God for the testimony being created inside us both and for blessing our lives with each other. Well, you heard it. It says nobody's fault. No one is at fault. This is the next chapter, best chapter in the evolution of our love. I call this extreme foolishness. If this is the next best chapter, why you guys splitting? If this is so sweet, why you guys splitting? Obviously something is wrong somewhere. And I understand the need to create an appearance that everything is all sweet predominates over the need to be truthful. It cannot be this sweet and lovely. It cannot be the next best thing that's going to happen. We know that. So, what happened? This is what I think happened. First of all, a house that is built on sand shall not last. I didn't make that rule. That is the word of wisdom. The words of wisdom. You can't build a house on sand and expect that house to weather any storm. You can't even expect that house to weather just a normal breeze. From the onset, Meagan Good was a Hollywood star. She was a socialite. She had dated several people. It's a rumor that she dated Soulja Boy. It's a rumor that she dated Jamie Foxx. I don't know whether she really dated Soulja Boy. I think she's dated Tyrese. She dated all those folks. It's also rumored that she dated Lil Wayne. How do you, if she really dated Lil Wayne or Soulja Boy, or if she was messing with them in any kind of way, how do you go from dating Soulja Boy and Lil Wayne to being the preacher's wife? Tell me. It ain't gonna work. Meagan Good liked to dress sexy. She's a very, very attractive woman. She liked to just expose and relish in her sexuality, which is good. I have no problem with that. But that image does not comport with what you want from a preacher's wife. Before she met Devon Franklin, she said she had to go celebrate and she found God. I'm going to play an audio from one of her interviews with Oprah. And you can get the gist of she was being out of her element when she met this dude, Devon Franklin.
So I want to know how delaying the gratification.
The wait. This is called, that's what she called abstaining from sex, which is cool, right?
Of having sex before you were married also strengthened other areas of your life and, allowed you to be more disciplined in other ways that you didn't even expect it. How did that show up for you?
Well, I was very much a kid who grew up in the business who, I knew my job, what my work was, but outside of that, I had no discipline as anything else beyond work. And so when I started practicing the weight, it was, for me, transformational because I began to have a different type of discipline. I began to be very intentional about what I wanted. I began to be very specific. In the past, I had a lot of luck, and I had gotten by very well. But at this time, it was like, all right, I'm getting to a different point in my life. What do I really want?
Yeah, and you write here that it wasn't just a spiritual practice that brought about discipline for you, but it also brought about a sense of clarity.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. It's like I could breathe in a different way that I hadn't before. My mind.
She said abstaining made her breathe a different way before. This was after she met the preacher. Again, I'm not to question anyone's spirituality or their connection with their God or whatever or what. But she said God told her that that man was her husband. That Devon Franklin, the preacher, was her husband. Hey, all I'm saying is that she did not fit a preacher's wife. So they were incompatible. It's like oil and water cannot mix. If you look at some pictures of Meagan Good here, let me show you. This is her smoking. She smoked cigarettes. She drank hot liquor. Yeah, look at her. She's smoking. I don't know if she was smoking weed. I don't think so, but at least she was blazing cigarettes. Shit, if you're going to smoke cigarettes, might as well smoke weed. It's probably better for her anyway. You have all that nicotine, tar, all that addictive stuff on the cigarettes. It's going to mess up your lungs. At least smoke some herb. She had another, she posted on her Twitter. This probably is on 2014. She said she was quitting smoking. She's going to retire hard liquor. Not the soft liquor, hard liquor. She started working out. So you got the gist. Is this supposed to be the preacher's wife? The church folks did not accept her. They said she dressed too sexy. Preacher Devon Franklin had to defend her several times, saying, in the name of Jesus, she's okay. She's good. That's how she's going to dress. I'm sure after a while, it's exhausting. If you're not in your element and you're dating somebody, it's like being in prison. It's like being in a bondage. The preacher was probably not happy with her image out there and being the preacher's wife. She was probably not happy with herself for not being in her element, not smoking, not drinking, not partying, not being in the streets. That's not the type of guy that she wants to be, like she wants to be with. You can take a hood chick. I'm not saying she's a hood chick, but take a hood chick and let her date a guy from the suburbs who doesn't know how to handle hood chicks. She's going to be bored. She's going to be bored. She's probably used to dudes breaking her back up, smoking weed, driving around, blazing and rolling blunts and all the thug life stuff. And she's going to end up with a guy like Devon Franklin. She's going to be bored. That is out of her element. It's not going to work. And even if they're together, they're going to be forcing it. They're so fundamentally, ideologically different people. So they probably got tired of it. The preacher was like, I'm done. And men don't usually file for divorce. See, the fact that he filed for divorce, he's like, oh, I'm done. I'm done. You're good. And that doesn't mean Meagan is a bad person. It doesn't mean the preacher's a bad person. They're just two different people who could not mesh together. She needs to find somebody who is much more compatible with her lifestyle, who's going to let her be, who's going to let her smoke and drink that liquor and mix the Henny, whatever it is, the Jack, the Scotch, the hard liquor. The hard liquor, is it liquor or liquor? This is 2014, so that's probably within when she met. She was probably trying to quit for the preacher. Well, I guess the bad is that now Meagan is back in the streets. At 40 years old, it's not going to be fun out there. It's going to be a lot of dudes who are going to be ready to break her back. And, you know, I guess the ugly would be, it's just sad that, you know, this whole thing had to go down that way. You got the preacher now, has to put the pieces together. He's 43. He's still relatively young. He got money. So he's probably going to find somebody who really fits his image. The preacher's wife. You know what I'm saying? Not a Meagan Good. And hopefully they can both find love. Hopefully Meagan Good can find love in these streets. There's gangster in these streets. Hopefully he can find love too in these streets. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. Appreciate you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell notification. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how you feel. Let me know. Do you think their marriage was shaky from the beginning? Do you think they were compatible? Do you think they were fundamentally different? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Appreciate you guys once again for watching. Stay safe out there, my lovely family. And most importantly, say no to extreme foolishness.